Hey guys, how are you? So Alex here with RPC for another episode, another gun review. Now today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be giving you a review and a closer look at my Zastava M70 AK-47. Now, AK-47s, guys, probably the most recognizable rifle in the world. There's so many millions of these guns have been made. Many countries use them. I mean, many replicas have been made. I mean, the Chinese have their own, North Koreans, the Russians, you name it. Again, they said the highest form of flattery is imitation, and obviously the AK-47 has been imitated a lot. It becomes more of a symbol than a rifle itself. And like, for example, if you look at the flag of Mozambique, it has an AK-47 on it. So especially it has been imported everywhere, and it's been used in many conflicts around the world and around history. So AK-47, guys, Zastava M70 AK-47. This rifle in particular was your standard Zastava M70, so it came with the wood furniture and everything else. Now, I do love a classic look in an AK-47, but I wanted something a little bit more modernized, so I went ahead and did some upgrades to it. So I'm going to talk about the rifle briefly, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I do believe is the good things of the rifle, and then what are the bad things in the rifle. So again, as we usually do here, guys, we start from back butt to tip here. So first thing to talk about is the stock. Now, the Zastava M70 stock was a wood stock standard. Metal butt plate, wood stock. I mean, good enough for the money. Nothing fancy. Honestly, the wood could have like a better finish to it, I think. But then again, no big deal there. You're paying. When I bought this rifle in 2021, I paid about $980, just south of $1,000. And the upgrades included on it was about $700. So you're talking about maybe like $1,600 to $1,700. Worth, without counting the EOTech and magnifier, which will be probably another $1,200 or so. I already own this. So again, back to the stock here. This is a Magpul stock designed specially for this Yugoslavia model. So as you can see here, it can extend and it can fold. Again, I'm not a big fan of folding stocks, but again, this stock itself, it looks pretty nice. It reduces the overall size of the rifle, so you can probably put it in a backpack or anything like that if you wish to. Love the stock, very solid, no shake, no wiggle, anything there. From there, we go to the grip, and as you can see here, your grip is also a Magpul grip in composite plastic. Used to be black before it was painted, but this one here is really comfortable. It's definitely an improvement on your standard wooden AK-47 grips, which in my opinion, I have sweaty hands, so it kind of like, I don't like that much. It tends to slide in my hand a little bit. So from there, let's go here and let's talk about this attachment here, this dust cover here that you guys, as you probably noticed already there, is a little bit different than when you're used to. So this top cover here is by a company called Texas Weapon Systems. Now, Texas Weapon Systems make an amazing product. This product, and again, we're not associated with them. I'm not getting paid by them by any way, shape, or form. But I do love a well-made product. And I will tell you, the fitting on this rifle and everything else that comes with it was extremely easy to put together. And again, so guys, as you can see here, the Texas Weapon System replaces your front leaf sight. So what it does, it attaches. You have to remove the whole thing out, and then you after you do that, the whole system attaches here on the front. So this little pin here was the one and only thing that required a little bit gunsmithing, I will say, where I had to like use the Dremel to kind of open that hole a little bit wider because the pin wouldn't go through it. After it does that, then it has a little safety, pretty sure you can see it there, washer that attaches to it to prevent it from coming out. And everything after that sits pretty solid. As you can see, there's no wiggle there, nothing. It's perfect. And I love that. I love it. So they also make, as you can see back here, they also make their own backup sights for the system, since you're getting rid of that leaf sight, and it works absolutely fantastic. Now, as you can see here, the rifle does come with your traditional AK sight mounting tool, I will say. But again, I'm not a big fan of those, just because yeah, I think they make the rifle too bulky, the sight too high, and things like that. And again, that's just my opinion. You guys can do whatever you guys feel better with. But let's talk a little bit about this feature here, the trigger, which I think in this particular rifle is probably one of the best features. Now, the Zastava M70, and again, this thing has been cleared. All right, so the trigger right here in the Zastava M70, it is absolutely fantastic. I was highly, in a good way, surprised when I fired this AK-47 for the first time around. And I will tell you that my scale brings it up by just about 4 pounds. It feels, in my opinion, if I were to put an example out there, it kind of feels like an out-of-the-box Daniel Defense. But it is really smooth, and I hope you guys can, you see there, it's just a little trouble, and it just goes. It's just, I mean, it feels fantastic. And I can do it again there for you guys to see. There we go. A little room there, and it just goes off after that. So again, beautiful trigger. It's something that even that I was told to replace it. I don't think I will do that because I think it just works fantastic in my opinion. Now, from here we have the magazine, which in this case we have a standard Magpul PMAX 30. Again, also painted to match the rifle. I'm a big fan of camouflage, you guys may know by now. And again, like it better than the original metal magazines that come with the rifle. I'm not a big fan of those. I think it takes me a while, especially me, to like get them in there and try to wiggle them into place. I think with the Magpuls, you get a better, way better fitting, a way better, it makes your reloads a lot easier. So from there, again, I already owned magnifier and EOTech there. I don't think you guys need an intro on what that is or what. I'm pretty sure many of you have used one of these before. And let's talk about the interesting part of this rifle. And a lot of people told me this is that rail. So this rail here is Zastava's own rail, designed for the M70 in particular. So I believe by now, Zastava, you can buy this rifle as kind of as it is here, except for obviously your flashlight, your EOTech magnifier and stuff. But it will come with the Magpul furniture, and it will come with a the mounting on the side here, ready for an optic. So I do believe that that's something new that Zastava just did. Yeah, this was not that kind of rifle. This was the standard wooden M70, which you guys can buy and make it a project rather than just having to like spend a lot of money on these babies. Now I will tell you that $980, give or take, what the rifle costs, for $700 on parts alone, excluding obviously this two here. You're probably looking at $1,600, $1,700. So hey, you know, act wisely, right? Now, let's go back to the rail here. So the rail here in the Zastava M70, again, this is Zastava's own rail, designed by them and made for this rifle. It's very easy to put together. The bottom comes in first, and then the top. It only has 6 screws, so it's extremely easy to put on the rifle. And I like it. I like it a lot. I know it has a little bit of a weird look to it. It looks a lot of beefier than a lot of rails that a lot of guys like. But in this case, it's an M-lock type rail, so you have multiple slots for many things, to many gadgets and whatnot you want to attach to it. In this case, I have a Farashi flashlight here. I started buying this on Amazon. They're about $40, and I put the link down in the description if you guys are interested in looking at them. I have them already in 2 rifles, and I have run the hell out of them, and so far it hadn't let me down. Now, rather than buying a Surefire for $100 or for $100 plus, I started looking into these things, and so far I have not been disappointed. Now, I use some M-Block cable management tools here just to like lead this cable here, because I do have my switch on this side. But then the other and the final add-on to the rifle was getting rid of that standard side cut AK-47 muzzle device in favor of the Zastava 28-hole flash suppressor, which does a fantastic job of controlling the fireball that comes out of your barrel when you fire it. So guys, I mean, again, we have here in the front as another Magpul M-Lock foregrip. Pretty useful, pretty standard, nothing crazy there. But again, cons on the rifle, again, I will say is a little bit front heavy. I mean, obviously, given the modifications that I have on it, I probably have added like about 4 pounds worth of weight. But when I had it just basic standard with the wood furniture, I will tell you that it felt a lot heavy on the front here. So by adding the scope on the back, it kind of compensates a little bit better. It feels a lot better. Pros of the rifle, obviously Manny is an AK-47. You can definitely feed him whatever the hell you want. I usually throw just feed it cheap ass tool ammo, and it fires just without a hiccup. It's amazing. Now the good thing of the Zastava is that I saw that other rifles, all the AK-47 patterns out there don't have, is the fact that your safety lever here comes with a little gap there, and you guys probably see it there. So what that does is actually you can pull back the hammer and then put it on safe, and it will remain open. So again, for like range sessions and stuff like that, where you want to show open and unclear, put a flag on it, whatever, this really helps because it's not common in other AK-47 patterns or other brands of AK-47s, I should say. So again, fantastic rifle. I highly recommend it. Again, it will shoot whatever you throw at it, and honestly, I have maybe about 1,500 rounds through it already, and not a single stoppage so far. So, you know, God forbid that we continue on that streak. Guys, I have nothing else for you. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please subscribe and save. Any questions, comments, or concerns, or emotional outbursts, please post them down in the comment section below. And that's all I got, guys. I had nothing else for you. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. See you on the next. Bye, guys.